Appropriate.
Me overnight for observation?
Amy, as a nurse, you know that's not appropriate. This is not a hotel.
You know what else isn't appropriate, Dr. Meyer?
I haven't heard that one. It's lovely.
I just thought it would be appropriate, maybe.
Suppose we could punish him.
All right, well, what's the appropriate punishment for a child who drives over a woman?
That's not really appropriate, but you know what it's like when you're trying to tell a joke. We'll be through with lunch by the time she gets to the punchline, right? Hey, I have one. That's really funny and it's appropriate for everyone.
Might not seem appropriate, but, Happy New Year, Robbo.
I actually think that his response is fairly appropriate.
Pain demands be felt.
Chloe Pendergast would bring the tea set, which was appropriate since she was the hostess.
Rules are necessary. And when rules are broken, there must be justice. And where appropriate, punishment.
Now that I'm actually about to go out with Penny, I'm not excited. I'm nauseous.
Ah, then your meal choice is appropriate. So what do you think?
I'm very tempted. I'm just not sure it's appropriate with my son's roommate.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I just wanted to check in on you.
Why?
Seems like the appropriate thing to do when one's best friend finds herself replaced by a smart, beautiful woman with the smoldering sexuality of a crouched Bengal tiger.
Vegetable.
Vegetable. Vegetable.
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
9 minutes, let me go. Don't revive me. I do not want to be a vegetable. Do you understand me?
No green salad! No broccoli! No vegetables! No vegetables! No vegetables!
Who says he hasn't eaten anything for the last 3 years of his life except bananas and vegetable broth.
Her psychic says to avoid using all white and purple vegetables until at least the spring of 2015.
Ladies, you're wasting your time. He can't speak and he doesn't like girls. He's a vegetable and a fruit.
This looks amazing. I love a root vegetable in the winter. Can it ever just be about me?
Dana. Oh, right, will do. Hey, Dana wants you to call her about taking a class on vegetable gardening or vegetable cooking. Something with vegetables.
I still say I'm a vegetarian.
You can say that you're an astronaut, but that doesn't make it true. A salmon is not a vegetable, Frankie.
Well, apparently 8 out of 10 commenters agree with you.
Yellow and ochre. I don't even like that stuff. It's like a fruit, it's got hair on it, but they say it's a vegetable.
You sold my table to pay for paint that I don't want. And we have every grain and every fruit and vegetable you need.
You belong here. With me. Not with that fucking vegetable.
Oh, Mom! Maybe choose another vegetable next time.
Oh.
Layer.
Layer. Layer.
Leia.
Layer.
Really got his nose in it. Layers and layers of financial crimes.
Entering ice layered now.
See, the cartons contain a thin layer of wax laminate.
Nominee, right? Couldn't get arrested after pole dance. She claws her way back. Bit part here, supporting part there.
Oh, man, but her tits and bricklayer.
I know.
Is it gonna hurt?
He's burning ink out of 8 layers of raw skin with the laser. Might sting a little.
When blood vessels burst, hemoglobin leaks under the layers of your skin.
Slowly incises a circle of skin. From the back of the hand, 1 layer of epidermis at a time.
What about that metahuman that is out there killing people?
We need to grab my backup weapons cache from the secondary layer.
You started cleaning.
Well, a layer of dust would do my sinuses no good.
Executive.
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 This is Jerry Conway, your executive assistant, your executive assistant, your executive assistant, and I wanted to know if you'd like him to get you a coffee. Or are you just anti-latte in general?
Executive assistant?
Particularly the area that controls executive function. Executive function. Executive function.
By executive order, by executive order, by executive order, I have created a special task force to neutralize these alien threats on our soil.
Where's my cheeseburger?
Well, I made an executive decision. Japanese.
Man, this working for a living sure is a lot of work. Yeah, I think I'm more cut out for executive work.
You are the executive assistant to the deputy director of the FBI.
Yes, I do. Not my old job in the IT department, but my new job as your executive assistant.
Own in on their own.
Why does she have to sell it here?
It's a corporate executive in town.
Hunter did a good job distracting Gabriel Soto's executive assistant.
We can't simply walk in there and start shooting. We need an executive order from Ryson.
Identification.
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 Identification, please. Identification, please. Identification, please.
Security Team 6 to Life Sciences.
Identification, please. Identification, please. Identification, please.
Of course.
Charles, you've got mine, right?
Yes.
Your identification of Jared Howe has helped. There was a sighting.
Be released at this time, awaiting the family identification.
Serial killer. Police can soon expect to receive Miss DeVos' identification cards along with a taunting note from Beatty in the mail.
Any other form of identification? No. It's all in my sports bag.
Would you like to see it?
I'd love to.
This is penal area MS1. 446 requesting identification code.
Chance of getting some sediment from underneath his fingernails. Identification may prove beyond our grasp.
We could get lucky.
Fine. He wasn't carrying any identification. All he had in his pockets was a set of keys, some loose change.
We ran his prints and DNA.
We're not about to tag the subway car?
Yes. I mean, no.
I need to see some identification. I'm gonna have to write you up for this.
Jared Stone?
Calendar.
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 I greatly appreciate being included in your celebratory plans, and I will be sure to mark that special day on my calendar. Calendar. Calendar.
Like next Thursday.
No, it was last Thursday. It's on the school calendar. School calendar. School calendar.
It's Gatorade.
Oh, perfect. Great. She's all ready to go. This is going to be the best calendar yet.
Look at that, sweetie.
All right.
I'd like that. Very much.
Good. I'll put it on the calendar.
Mandarin over a year, touring Asia's boat show model.
She was in a Chinese boat calendar, but was she bringing in? No.
Message.
Miss Doyle is unavailable. Actually, I have her calendar right here. The 7th is going to be tight. Let's do dinner on the 8th.
You gotta check your calendar, John boy.
You need to hide the expense. So, let's see, calendar, contacts.
Make it to his office.
Last time I missed a meeting with him, it took a year to get back on the calendar, so you should go.
On my own?
Because Matilda missed some important meetings, but Ella was sure she entered them into the calendar correctly. She wanted to know if the calendar had been tampered with.
And was it?
So, there may be something to the U.S. Attorney's theory. I checked Cordero's calendar. He was scheduled to meet with Berman at 5 p.m. yesterday.
You told him we were free Thursday night.
I checked the calendar. We don't have plans.
Explain.
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 might take some of the pressure off.
You're gonna try to explain my relationship to your daughter?
Hell no. I don't believe this.
I never meant for you to find out this way. If you just let me explain.
Explain what? Explain what? Explain what? That this whole thing was a lie?
Why? Because I don't want to have to explain to people who you are.
3 minutes from now, I just might get myself another stockbroker.
I can explain everything, Miss Marjorie. It's a very simple case of them changing their accounting statements.
I don't know. I swear. Your last SAT score went up 320 points. How do you explain that? I studied really hard.
What if all 3 women were surrogates?
It would explain why we haven't located any of their babies.
Look, all that matters now is where we go from here.
All that matters to me.
Can you explain a little more about what you think everybody gets?
Look, there's good and evil in the world. You're kicking me out. I'll explain it to your psychiatrist, but yeah, you gotta go somewhere else.
I can't very well explain to her that I left our mother alone and bleeding on the pavement because I am fast enough to almost run down the attacker.
And bumps, travel, food, lodging, wardrobe. Now get lost. Or you can explain to Sergei why Katya will be crying into her sequins all night.
Your turn. Explain that.
Seriously, dude? Seriously? Explain this to me. Henry, what the fuck?
I can explain this.
Ingredient. Ingredient.
Ingredient.
Ingredient.
Ingredient. By SCAR. Thrive here because of the rich soil and another magic ingredient. Life can...
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And each sample was made up with the same ingredient, the same ingredient, the same ingredient.
Something I need. The last ingredient.
What is the key ingredient in a bullet? Mike. Lead, sir. That's right.
Matchsticks. Smell it. Smell it. Primary ingredient of an ink which can only be seen when it's...
Ready when you are.
The first ingredient is Dunkelkatzenpießen.
Excuse me?
Monroe, almost ready. You got that last ingredient?
Yep, just getting it now.
How'd you know?
The Count must have added it as a new ingredient in his latest iteration of Vertigo.
Not yet, at least. And you won't. Because you're missing an ingredient only I possess. Now.
I gotta say, Director, no doubt the best grilled cheese I've ever had.
Secret ingredient. Don't ask. I will not disclose.
Oh, I made lasagna.
What's the secret ingredient? Poison?
Red pepper flakes.
On it all along. Then when she had to transform August back to Pinocchio, she found the ingredient she needed.
Wall did something to you in the past year. I'm gonna say it didn't work. I must have missed an ingredient.
Announcement.
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 Well, we hear a special announcement for my dear friend Jonathan.
Hear your message and your story, the better off we'll all be.
Thank you. That means a lot.
And finally, I understand you have another big announcement. Big announcement. Big announcement.
Altess was wondering whether we should fire Mr. Cornet. It seems the press department's rather messed up. The Hitchcock announcement. The Hitchcock announcement. The Hitchcock announcement.
Everyone, please step up, step up. Thank you, thank you. I have a very exciting announcement to make tonight. We have sold the soul of Marion Dupre to the highest bidder for $5,000.
Minors. Abby's announcement proved to be very convincing.
Everybody, Mike here has got an announcement.
You call Johnny a burnout again?
I had planned a more formal announcement of my arrival in New York, but now that you're here...
I don't care that you're back.
Now, if I may, I suggest an announcement of payments to settle debts. The longer it takes them to hear, the more fuel Lily White can throw on the fire.
All right, listen up, people. I got an announcement to make.
Pretty busy this morning, Dodie.
Now you have to come to the radio station.
I don't want to overwhelm the public with more announcements.
No big announcement, then?
No. All likely to be. He's off on the 9 o'clock train.
For the meeting?
For the announcement.
I'm wearing my navy blue, one with the pinstripes. Tomorrow morning we start working on his draft for his announcement speech.
Got it.
Superior.
Superior. Superior. Superior. Superior.
Mr. Blood, I see you've met Miss Rochev. She's my
Superior. Superior. Superior.
partner.
We're 10 minutes late.
Oh, Major. Still don't know when you're talking to a superior. Superior. Superior.
In the Superior Court of Starr County, in the Superior Court of Starr County, in the Superior Court of Starr County, State versus Moira Queen, verdict.
Could I speak to your superior, please?
My superior will back me up in this matter.
Now, why is it that engineers always act superior to DJs?
No. The rest are there to look adoringly upon the 700 to remind them how superior they must be to have the best seats.
Anyway, from what I can tell, the dressmakers in High Garden will be far superior to the ones in King's Landing.
Oh, on and on you both went about your great strengths. So superior to a higher angel, I thought we'd never hear the end of it.
It wasn't my place to challenge my superior. Dr. Gould made the ruling, and I respected it.
The Navy takes great pleasure in awarding Lieutenant Rollins on her professional achievement and superior performance while serving as an intelligence officer.
Have you seen Blue, Mother Superior?
No, but everyone is looking for you. Mother Superior, we need your help. I know something's wrong. I sense a great deal of dark magic has been expelled.
Not only have the Eshveni resorted to espionage, as General Porter has pointed out, but they have been forced to deploy their superior terrain droids.
Worthwhile.
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 But Sky knows that a good clawful is worthwhile. Worthwhile. Worthwhile.
They tell me that I'm fat or psychotherapy is not a worthwhile exercise, that worthwhile exercise, that worthwhile exercise, that is not real, that...
Well, I hope that whatever you were really doing with my money was more worthwhile. Worthwhile. Worthwhile, Mr. Tesla.
Is it even a worthwhile pursuit?
Obviously, there's no shortage of other suspects, but Miss Butler seems like a worthwhile place to start. He hasn't just jumped into a new business. He has the patience and self-possession to wait for something worthwhile. And, most importantly, he understands you.
1.41, but we're waiting on action reports to demonstrate that we're actually getting worthwhile results. Current budget...
Be this hard.
You know, the most worthwhile things in life are often the most difficult. It's what makes catching the killer worthwhile, which is strange because you think it would be catching the killer, but no, it's...
Higher band, Mama.
That doesn't make it any less worthwhile.
Well, it makes it all worthwhile then, doesn't it?
Why are you doing that?
For example, would certainly make it worthwhile.
Beauty.
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 What a beauty, beauty, beauty. Where the hell did you get this?
Listen to me, Elsa. Your power will only grow. There is beauty, beauty, beauty in it. Gotcha. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. It's a beauty.
Great. I'll look at it. It's it.
There it is. Oh, that's a beauty. What do you think about that? Good God.
As you can see, we made some improvements. Isn't she a beauty? What do you want?
A sin. But surely there must be room for beauty and art in life, my lord.
Darling, beauty does not happen by accident.
And that's why when it goes unappreciated by cheating scum, we want revenge.
Assumes there was a third in the shipment as well for Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty? He's gonna kill again.
Take a look at these.
Wow, real beauty. Certainly with killing form. I'm speaking of the bracelet, in case anyone is wondering.
You don't know the beauty of it. In winter, when blood spills on snow, it steams.
Which is exactly why you should do this. Trust me, okay? It's gonna be very nice. I got you a beauty day, a day of beauty at the Spa Makani. Okay? They're gonna do all kinds of nice things, set you up really good and put a pretty smile on that beautiful face, okay?
Resist.
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 Wake up, Hobbs. I'm not that easy to kill. When my host dies and I move his spirit, no man can resist me. No man can resist me. No man can resist me.
Oh, you think I can't do it? There is no child that can resist the Dragon Warrior. Resist the Dragon Warrior. Resist the Dragon Warrior. What's he talking about?
I lured him here with a fake coupon. Rhinos can't resist pie. Resist pie. Resist pie.
Come on, Poe. You know you can't resist the temptation to talk. All right. Remember...
All right, bench and build your pecs. We got no homos in this gang, right? All right, good. And if you bachelors like girls, listen to the lawn dog. No hottie can resist dope pecs.
But once he got the tip, he wasted no time putting everything into motion, that's for sure. It was better to swing with the pendulum than resist it.
You could resist me. You could take this whole fucking island from me.
Killer, overpower. I need you to resist just a little less.
Or better yet, resist arrest. Please.
You're afraid you cannot resist me.
Sebastian.
Resist it.
Why couldn't you?
Illusion. Illusion.
Illusion. Illusion.
Illusion. All in there. Illusion. 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 Misdirect. Sleight of hand. Look, I know I'm not the wizard that you were expecting.
Why, how does he do it? He uses a double. No. It's too simple. This is a complex illusion. Complex illusion. Complex illusion.
The world is confused. People like the illusion of being in control of their lives.
The danger with rule books, Watson, is that they offer the illusion that leading a moral life is a simple undertaking.
Really? Gentlemen, it's how we earn a living. Illusion's important. Without it, we'd be left with what? Reality.
Go to work. Only this time there's no body. He's trying to create the illusion that Eva's still alive.
Yeah, and he's going to some major trouble to make that illusion seem real.
There are parts of the world where death is an illusion. I've been to one.
Give the illusion of death.
Everyone thinks the hero is dead, which means Oliver Queen is innocent.
William, what you saw, that was the illusion. It was like a nightmare.
No, it's okay.
But you're gambling with your future, my dear. Be under no illusions. A lot may be changing, but some things will stay the same.
You still smoke?
From time to time, yes.
I quit. These are an illusion. You want?
Recognize. 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 Recognize.
What's your problem?
Recognize this. Recognize this. Recognize this.
Okay.
I thought you said you knew this guy.
I do. Mr. Sanderson, it's me, Henry. Don't you recognize me? Don't you recognize me? Don't you recognize me?
Do you recognize this sword? Recognize this sword? Recognize this sword? It belonged to my uncle.
Hello, Ingrid. I recognize you from the newspapers, Ace Krieger.
Feels good to have your work recognized, yeah.
You seem pretty pleased with yourself. I recognize that look from my very own mirror, of course.
You're Jasper McCabe, the prophet of Palo Alto.
Getting recognized by the garbage man.
Told you they'd recognize me.
Do you recognize that?
Are you angry with me, brother?
You lying bitch.
It's not my fault you didn't recognize me.
Recognize you?
No, I've always had that.
No, I recognize that.
Where am I?
Don't you recognize it?
Because I know how to recognize a child of the moon.
Poster.
Poster.
Poster. Poster.
Postered.
To be the poster girl for the sexual revolution.
It's just a goof.
Diversity hiring. I'm tired of being the poster boy for affirmative action around here.
Okay, fine.
It's frustrating.
Frustrated? You look like the poster boy for bipolar disorder.
Who told you?
Look, all I'm saying is when you get to your new house, put a poster up, put some shelves on the wall, frame a photo. Look.
I've seen your bounty posters that offer much more than that lunatic can pay.
Right off the recruitment poster.
Reservist with the 316th Quartermaster Company, Pendleton.
Miss Queen, like it or not, you are now the poster child for this menace.
Where'd the poster of Marky Mark go?
I'm 18, Boone.
I hate to say it, but Jason's death has been the best recruitment poster yet.
People know now.
Organic.
Organic. Organic.
Organic.
Organic.
It's made out of organic moon beads?
No,
The stone reacts to anything organic. Anything organic. Anything organic. The bigger the target, the bigger the power surge.
Case was interesting. It's not organic. It's not organic. It's not organic. It's not mysterious.
The end of primitive organic life and the dawn of a more advanced age.
What was that? It's organic. It's organic.
Yeah, whose products are toxic and harmful.
As well as established organic companies, but
Where are the blueberries? I told you like 2 days ago. The organic blueberries, not the conventional blueberries. I can't use them in the shit.
The new Brown system stands for biodegradable, recyclable, organic, wet, and no idea.
And everything is certified organic, homeodynamic.
There's a cold pressed juice bar, organic salad station.
I know.
What's that?
It's some kind of organic particulate residual. I found it on the floor in here.
Okay, kids, for lunch we have organic chicken, a fresh kale salad, and a juice bar with beets and cukes and ginger and carrots ready to be ground down into their essential goodness.
Specialty.
Specialty. Specialty. Specialty.
Specialty.
Of this city. I hate to break it to you, but saving people isn't your specialty. Your specialty. Your specialty.
Men like you are my specialty, you know?
Specialty of the house, specialty of the house, specialty of the house.
Thank you, Carl. That's Russian Special Forces.
Well, what's his specialty?
Botanist.
Not even remotely married.
Specialty in cannabis.
My connection is making us wait.
It's just a negotiation tactic. Trust me, this is my specialty.
Captain, tracking Florentine's comings and goings is your speciality. Where is my brother?
Yeah, I can handle any of the beat work, any of the tactical stuff, but my specialty is source work, face-to-face stuff.
Isn't it there?
But it's so bassinets there. It's more of a specialty item.
Chicken and mushroom in a roux sauce. My specialty.
is that right?
I hear diving's your specialty.
Check it out and let me know.
Hey, what you making?
Cheese toast, my specialty.
Harsh. Harsh.
Harsh.
Harsh.
Harsh.
That was a little harsh, don't you think, Ev?
Seems a little harsh, doesn't it? It's just people letting off steam.
If that was harsh, it was harsh, it was harsh, it was just tough love.
I've been a little harsh on him. Young lady,
Have you ever said something to someone and then regretted it immediately?
Dude, harsh. Sometimes you just gotta be a man.
You think our ways are harsh? That was harsh. You okay? Oh, wait. Yes, there is.
Don't be too harsh on your brother.
Well, I was pretty harsh on you. Hey,
Mr. Lance, you don't have to.
Oh, I do.
Wow, harsh.
Agenda.
Agenda.
Agenda. Agenda.
Agenda.
Tell me I was the only person in this place without an agenda. Agenda.
Miss Vickers, is there an agenda that you're not telling us about?
My company paid $1 trillion to find this place and to bring you here. Had you raised the monies yourself, Mr. Holloway, we'd happily be pursuing your agenda. But you didn't.
That girl, she has her own agenda. She doesn't care about Johnny. She doesn't know the first thing about him.
And then we put that on the agenda.
You know, clearly you have some kind of an agenda here. I don't have time for this bullshit.
I don't actually. I don't care much for either side.
I had a bit of an agenda asking you here.
Execution. Good men will die for some hidden agenda. The Barlow woman's agenda.
Boss. Here's about that. No, she's got a whole different agenda.
Yeah, like saving the world. We're all on the same team here.
No, you're on her team. When you first came and insisted on staying here, I was afraid that you might have had a secret agenda. Actually, I did.
Have to be.
We don't know this man's agenda.
No, Beckett, I need to
What
be.
you need to do is go back to the loft and stay there.
And they may have another agenda. Taking hostages, hijacking the plane.
I just called because I care about you. No agenda.
Slice.
Slice. Slice.
Slice.
Slice.
Here's a nice slice of pitch to play on.
How did you find me?
Same way I learned to tie a bow tie and slice a pineapple.
Load-bearing wall. Lemon slice. Arms akimbo. I control your mind.
Ugh. Lainey, you slice open dead people for a living, and you're grossed out by that.
Very soul. You know, I could kill you, I could maim you, I could slice you up into 1,000 pieces.
Gotta grab a slice?
If I'm out of my mind, it's because that's what love is. Our own little slice of insanity.
With a hooked blade, he sliced me, root and stem, chanting all the while.
Come on, I could use a good slice. Let's go.
Yeah.
This town could use a good slice. It's a shame we gotta put them out of business.
The airport. I'm gonna cut you in on a slice. Yeah, I'm kind of a thin crust guy.
Nah, it's in New York. Here, let's get you a slice.
Can you hand me a slice of bread?
Oh, no, none for me, thanks.
Oh, Mr. President, a slice of pie is good for the soul.
Yeah, I'm stuffed.
You can have a slice of pie.
Fierce.
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 Fierce. Fierce.
This is not a fly-by-night affair. This doesn't happen over a week. This requires a fierce discipline, which is what we've been discussing.
Eating season. These fierce rivals are content to live and let live.
Me still, and within my grasp I clutch it like a fierce, and desperate joy.
He's gonna kick him! Oh, he's fierce!
This pistol. Their fierce powers at work in the world, boys. Good, evil.
The fights! The hangover's so fierce it feels like your head's full of ants!
From Russell Springs in fierce competition today. So let's go fighting koalas. It's on a championship for you.
A girl. A pretty thing. But Molly was a fierce one, wild and passionate like her husband.
That, Claire, because your father was a fierce pragmatist. Cold and clear.
All right now. Tell your man to find cover. He's a fierce, accurate, long-range shot.
Honey, I love you fierce like a lion, but honesty is extremely important to me when warranted.
To cherish the simple, mundane moments.
to love others as fiercely and as bravely and as compassionately as we can.
It's fierce. We get physical. Anybody gets between me and that goal line, I will take that sucker down.
Delivery.
Delivery.
Delivery. Delivery. Delivery.
On delivery.
First week of June.
Mr. Tin. Yes? Delivery for you. Delivery for you. Delivery for you.
But I didn't order anything. Hey. Bye-bye.
Delivery.
Well, yeah, here's one. There's a delivery for you. Well, bring it in.
James Bagwell, got a delivery for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's her delivery guy. Or courier. I don't know.
You got my delivery?
You have some of that inheritance of yours?
We can't stay here. Delivery truck.
It's supposed to be millions. Deliveries around 8. That's all I know.
I have a delivery for Mr. Mariansky.
Bias.
Bias.
Bias. Bias.
Bias.
Bias. Compassion, they will always interfere with the system.
Okay, but Dad, justice system will exonerate me. And if the jury will put aside their bias, and see the truth. That I didn't steal money from people.
The justices. I keep those relationships private so no one will suspect any bias toward me. Bias toward me. Bias toward me.
That confirms my lead.
Or it's confirmation bias.
Do you believe God's capable of error, bias, or bad judgment?
No.
Editing reflects bias. Our sources, the people on the site, they trust us because we don't screw with it up.
What are you guys up to?
We're testing for racial bias. People with unconscious bias find it easier to associate positive adjectives with Caucasian faces.
You've overcome your bias by reversing it.
Yes, I'm from CNRI and we're investigating claims of racial bias and SCPD arrests.
If we work backwards, correcting for observation bias and postulate an initial dating age of 15.
Counselor, this video would unfairly bias the jury against Miss Markham.
Morality.
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 Morality. Morality.
In the glory of the unconventional, spit in the eye of morality, and feast on... Claims is better.
Proclaims the death of morality.
For Christians, the fixed point of morality. What constitutes right and wrong.
It's not a perfect world, but we can't just throw morality in the garbage.
Emotions originate in childhood. So don't sweat the morality of what you're doing, just...
He corrupted you as a boy, warping your sense of morality.
I called the esteemed Friar Torquemada as a voice of morality.
I was prepared to give James Holder a chance to right his wrongs, but this deadshot has no morality.
For turning away low-income tenants based on his so-called morality.
What use is morality when there's no piper to be paid?
And you lost all track of time. Quite apart from the morality, or lack of it in this situation.
There's a morality clause in the contract, but he's gonna pay me $45,000 for the storefront. That